Hello all, welcome back to the channel, and today we have our 5th subscriber build. And today is a special build because we are using the InWin A1 Plus mini ITX case. Today we are going to be building with the InWin A1 Plus case and why I think this is the best case to bring to the LAN parties. Today's video is going to focus primarily on this case because I think there's a lot of cool things to go over with this case. First and foremost, the thing you're going to notice with this case is the top of the case has a wireless Qi charger. What makes this even more awesome is the computer doesn't even have to be on for you to charge your mobile devices. This case does come with a very high quality 650 watt gold rated PSU, so you don't have to worry about picking out the correct PSU if you do go with this case. So that's one check mark you can take off your list. The design is effective because it allows easy access on both sides of the case, and one side of the case also comes with a tempered glass panel. And as a bonus, this case comes with not just one, but 2 adjustable RGB fans. Speaking of RGB, you can control the RGB in this case through your motherboard, or in this situation where there isn't an adjustable RGB header for this motherboard, you can control it with the provided controller to sync through and cycle through 14 different RGB modes that's provided with this case. However, like most, if not all ITX cases, there are small and very tight spaces that you will have to work with this in this case. And we will cover that caveat later in this video. For the GPU and RAM, we're going to be reusing the components from a previous build. So for the GPU, it is the NVIDIA GTX 1080. And for the RAM, we are going with 16 gigabytes of Team Force Group's memory kit, rated at 2133. However, we're going to be overclocking that to 3200 megahertz. But we cannot move on without the classic TechCraft rating. So let's move on to that. Alright, let's quickly go over the TechCraft rating score. For gaming, the GTX 1080 is a still decently powerful card. However, it is not one of the best cards like it was a few years ago. So for 1080p gaming, I'm rating this a 10 out of 10. And for 1440p, I rate this a 7 out of 10. And for 4K gaming, it is a 3 out of 10. And for video editing, I give a 4 out of 10. And for web browsing, this build handles that easily, so I easily give this a 10 out of 10. Let's move on to the build montage, and please stay tuned for the conclusion of this video. Toward the beginning of this video, I mentioned that there are caveats building in small ITX cases, and this still holds true for this case. My first and foremost advice for you if you do choose to go with this case is to plug in all of your cables, all of your CPU cooling, everything on the motherboard before you install it into the case. Because after you install it in the case, some of the spaces are really tight, and I would say some of them are impossible to reach. However, if you just take your time and you don't rush, you'll be fine. So after you install your motherboard, I would say that is the most difficult part of the build. Cable management is a breeze, because this case does provide ample space for you to route your cables to make it neat and tight before you close the side panel. And the second thing I did notice with this case is it does provide ample space for high-end graphics cards. Based on my experience, from what I see in this case, you can pretty much fit every single dual slot card in the market with this case. Although InWin does generously give you 2 exhaust fans, InWin does not provide intake fans at the bottom of the case. So you should be prepared to install or buy those 2 extra fans if you need to. Alright, this just about wraps up this video. I really did enjoy building with this computer. It's like working with a puzzle, except with really sensitive computer parts. So if you like what you see today, please don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification so you get a notification every week when I release these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.